Hi everybody, hello and welcome back to our Tim Holtz Folio-ish journal, and we're carrying on decorating, and we're going to carry on decorating this left hand side. We made a good start, the last video. So there we are, opens up, that's that way, that goes that way, that goes that way, and that goes that way. There we go. So that's what we did the last time. We decorated the envelope at the back. We decorated this little envelope by adding a corner tuck and a couple of bits of ephemera in there. That flips over. Then we made a pocket with the big brads on to house this little wallet, little ID thing, I think, and that keeps this flap down. So that goes in there, and then we moved over to here and we made these little tags that go in there. They're quite nice, I like them. I like the overall effect of that page, it's nice. And that flips over, and we made the two big tags here with little tags dangling off them, putting a red number there. Which brings us to this one, and I'm a bit prepared for this today. Yes, so I thought we need to decorate this first. That's the first thing to do. So I've laid out some little red pieces. I've got that with the beautiful, beautiful poppies on, and these two. It doesn't take much. The paper's very decorative, so I thought I would put that there, and then, or maybe down a little bit, down to about there, and then put that there. And that really, I think, is all that needs. I don't think it needs any more than that. So let's glue those down, then we can call that done. So I've just had my lunch, which was pork chops today, actually. So Mr. F, quite apart from sorting everything out, actually stopped to make lunch, which is very, very good of him. So there we are, that's pretty square there according to the papers around it. I've inked them all already, so I could just get on and show you what we're doing. So I want to put that hanging over there and more towards the bottom, like that. Excellent. And then this little handle with care sign. Way. Which I want to just come to there. Lovely, that's really nice. I like that little ensemble, and it's in red, so it's kind of in keeping with what we're doing. And I have also made myself they're long, thin journaling cards, but they are backed with cream paper, so they're ready to journal on, and they just slide into these pockets here, like that, and the other one does the same. But I just want to add a bit of a dangle on the top, make sure I've got it the right way up. It has got writing and numbers on it, so I want them the right way up. And I thought I would add these. I've got two sort of roundy things. One says enclosure, one says 50 something. I don't understand that. And two stamps. So I thought I would add those just as dangles to there. So I'll get my crocodile out. I'm only going to use the small hole. I'm not going to put let's trim that down a bit. Trim those in half. I'm not going to use hole reinforcers for these, so just kind of want it middle, yeah, like that. Same with the other one. It's not critical that you get these central, and these are going to get threaded on as well. I'll put it on the top so you can read the word. And this one. There we go. So we've got all our little holes in, and I don't know if my red twine that we've been using is actually going to go through there. Yes, no bother. What are you worried about, woman? No bother at all. I want to ink around them. Let's ink around them first. They're just tiddly bits, but even they look wrong if they're not inked, you know. Never really understood what this was, this one that says enclosure. I don't know. But it comes with a Timmy ephemera stuff, so it's got to be good. It's funny actually, the other day I was sorting stuff out in my craft room, and there's a load of stuff that I thought, oh, I don't really like that, I wouldn't use that. And then I realised it was Timmy stuff. And all of a sudden, from being rubbish that I wouldn't use, it became elevated to the status of Timmy stuff. Alarm, alarm. Do not throw that away. And yet, on its own, without me realising it was Timmy stuff, it was going to go. Funny, isn't it? Funny. Oh, I need to make a hole in my tags. I'm going off half-cocked here. Put them on, and I need to make a hole in the top of these. So let's just see where we need the hole. They are just over 2 inches, well, probably almost exactly 2 inches, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I'll just make a mark at the 1 inch where I think it's going to be and chop that. I don't know why I forgot to do them. My brain is in some other place. Well, I should be sorting out and things like that, but I'm crafting. There we go. I actually sold my other crocodile. The one, you know, the handheld one, because I shake so much, is the truth of the matter, that I could never get it to, well, I could get it, but it was a right palaver, get it to where I wanted it, you know. I was too shaky. So it's gone. Somebody bought it on eBay. So well done, Mr. F. He's accumulating a move-in fund, because, you know, carpets, decorating, all that stuff, it's all expensive, isn't it? So he's doing his best to sell everything, I think, that's not tied down. There we go. So I think that looks quite nice. Just pull those down. Oh, two little dangles on there, and that's just going to fit in that one, or either one. They're both the same. There we go. So that's them, and then the same with this one. He's got a boot full of stuff for the tip, and actually the boot is quite large on that car, so that's a lot of stuff ready to go to the tip. Same with this, just thread your two things on, thread it through your tag, which is more of a journaling card. I didn't put a tag top on it. And the main reason that I didn't put a tag top on it is because I don't like a tag top and rounded bottoms to the tag. I just don't think it looks right. But I wanted the rounded bottoms because it goes in easier into the pocket, and I knew there's not a lot of room in these pockets. So that was the thought process behind that. So there we go. Two nice big journaling cards with danglies and a nice little collage there. Excellent. So what are we moving on to now? I think I've missed this one out. Yeah, I think it's this side I need to be working on now. Okay, well, I'm probably going to have to break into some more paper because I don't think I've got... Let's have a look and see what I have got. Oh, I did actually make a journaling card for there. I had this remnant, so I've cut it off, and for the same reason I've put rounded. Yeah, why don't you want to go in? Don't know. That's kind of upside down, the red's at the top, but I want the red at the top, so that's just going to have to live with that. And I've got this dangle that says fragile, so I'll probably put it in the middle actually. So I might as well put that in because I've got that prepared. The rest I'll be winging it as per usual. So just a little hole in this one. Or should we put a big hole in and put an eyelet? Yeah, let's do that. Oop. Nearly punched the wrong size. There. And this one can just have a little hole. It doesn't need an eyelet. Where's halfway? Oh, it's exactly an inch. I would never have guessed that. This came from another paper pad actually. I think it's the one called Destinations. And there's a whole sheet. It might be called Correspondence actually. I think that's what it might be called. There's a whole sheet made up of labels. So some time in the past I chopped them all out. So I've got quite a few to be going on with. I've inked around everything, that's great. So let's just get some twine and tie that off. And then that's that. I have plans, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know, apart from finishing this, apart from sorting out all my craft supplies, and apart from moving house, I have plans. Because the crafty mind does not sleep. So, I'm thinking Christmas. There you go, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Christmas. Because I'm thinking, right, if I do a project like this, but actually want to do this plus, you know, this is nice, it's flippy floppy, and we all like a bit of flippy floppy, but I'm thinking of notching it up, ramping it up quite a few gears. There we are, that's in there. Doesn't that look nice? That's very nice. Actually, I like that. So that I'm not going to do, I don't think, any more to that side, because I've got a pocket, I've got a belly band, and I've got, oh no, that's it, that's all. But I'll leave that as is and come back to this one, because this one actually folds in before this one. So this is the one I should have been dealing with. Actually, when you look at that, doesn't it look nice? I like that. So here we've got this transparency in the middle of this huge pocket. So I need something to put in the huge pocket. What have I got? Oh, I've got that. Oh no, they're 2 6-inches from the back of the book. I have got that bit though that I used before for something that I could get a lovely journaling card out of that. And if I backed it, you could journal back and front actually. So do I want to keep these and lose that, or do I want that? Oh, that's a question, isn't it? Well, you know, if I moved that over to there and trimmed that on that line there, and then trimmed that there, I still wouldn't be getting any of that. Oh well, anyway, that's what we're going to do. Let's move everything off the trimmer. Oh, way! I've got quite a lot of stuff out here, as you can imagine. So let's trim to that line that I marked. Is that it? Let's just double check. I don't want to waste another piece of paper. Yeah. So there. Oh, that's so nice. And there. So I've got a really nice journaling card there. Let's just check that it wants to go in and how far it wants to go in. Gosh, it's long, isn't it? Right, so I need to trim off it, probably off the bottom, about 1.25 inches. Yeah, let's do that and see where we're up to. About 1.25 inches. I don't want to lose that memoranda word though. Oh my goodness. I'm getting choosy now, I'm getting sniffy. So 1.25 inches. And I just get to keep that memorandum word. Just, look at that. So let's just check that that's the right height before we go doing anything weird and wonderful. That is the perfect height. Look, ends there, the page ends there. Couldn't be any better. So let's take that out. Oh my goodness, this is just getting unwieldy. You're getting unwieldy, Timmy. You really are. I don't even know where I'm going with it. There's no space to put it. Right, so I want to back that. Yeah, sadly I do. And then once it's backed, we'll have that for journaling and the back for journaling. So I'm just going to back it in this really light cream paper. Light, I mean in weight. It's thin copier paper actually. So yeah, I can stick that on there and ink around it. So I'll be back when I've done that. Right, so I've cut that out, rounded the corners, inked it up. So now it's a really good sized journaling card. And I found these two pieces of ephemera in my red ephemera box. I'm not sure if that's a Timmy piece. I think someone might have sent me that. I can't remember. It might be a Timmy piece. And this little tickety thing as well. So I thought I would put all of those on in the middle where that thumb notch is. So let's do that. So this measures 4.25. So I'll just put a mark there at 2 1/8. And this measures 3.25. So that's 1 5/8. No. 2.25. Oh, 2.25. Yeah. So 1 1/8. thought I said 3 1/4, which I didn't. Or if I did, I'm sorry. So with the middle hole again, let's punch that out, and this one. Perfect. And then you know what's coming now, don't you? Some red twine. So I think I'm going to have to recut that. It's a bit free-fied. So in there, through the big journaling card. Go on, you know you want to go. There we go. So let's see where I want those. About there. Okay, so let's put that in, see what it looks like. Looks perfect. That's great. That looks marvellous, like that. And it won't stay exactly there, so you still will see that transparency, which is good. I like it. Right. Okay, so on the back of that page, we've got this big pocket. Right, need to go away and think about that. Right, I've had a thought. Mark it in your diaries, it doesn't happen very often. I'm going to use a piece of the 6x6 to make the pocket with. So I'm just looking through to see which 6x6 I like. Just one with red on, I would add to have that. It's none that's really boldly speaking out red. That one might be the best bet. So let's trim that out then. See if I can get it out of the book. It might be easier taking this one out. Yeah. Yeah, let's trim that and see. Well, I can trim it where I need it now, really. That'll save one lot of trimming. Oh, I want that red label in, so I'm going to have to budge it along this way. So trim it at the edge of the 6 and then trim it there. So that will be our journaling card in there. So let's cut that at 6 inches. Hope that it is actually 12 by 12. And then this one, trim that bit off the end that I don't need. And then trim it at the edge of that 6 panel. And we should have something that's going to fit in that pocket, all things being equal. Oh, it might be just a little bit wide, that actually. Whoa, let's get my ruler out and widen that pocket a bit. It's a bit tight. So this is what I do when things are awkward. I just push my ruler down. Just widen it up a little bit without pulling it off. No, I still think that's too tight, so let's just trim a little bit off there. I don't think it needs much, it's not massively, but I am going to trim it to whatever that last mark is there. 3.5, I think. 3.5. That should be fine. But let's try it, because you never know. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad we trimmed that much off it. It's a very tight pocket, this. I don't know why. Yeah, that will be absolutely fine. Just need to ink around it, well, back it, ink around it, trim the corners off, etc. And then I thought for this pocket how I would decorate it. I've got this little envelope that I made when I was making inky backgrounds one day, and I think it'll come in quite nicely for that. Just want to put some Velcro on it. So let's do this first. It's so pretty on the back as well, but what can you do? You can't keep them all. I don't think that bit of paper I've got. Oh, you know it is. It's just wide enough. That's incredible. Excellent. So let's ink that then. Ink. Ink. Don't be silly. You mean glue. Yeah, I do. There we go. So I'm just going to have to be very careful where I place this, because I haven't got hardly any room to mess with. That's fine. That's great. So I can trim that out. If I knew where my scissors were, I would. Here we go. There we go. I don't think I need that little bit for anything. So let's just round the corners off, and I'm going to use the largest one that I've got, which is 10 mils. Should help it slip into that pocket just a bit more readily, hopefully. There we go. Got a bit stuck in there. I think that's it. So I'm going to ink around that and then see if it needs any further decoration or anything. I am keeping this fairly plain, apart from all the dingly danglies. I am keeping it fairly plain. You know, I'm not building collages on the journaling cards or anything. I'm resisting that urge. If whoever gets it wants to do that, you know, great. But I'm trying to make it a slimmer version than I did with the wallflower kit, because that was just madness. Right, so that's going to go into there. Why is that so tight? I honestly don't know. There we go, it goes in all right. Yeah, that's fine there. I like that. Then this is going here, which I could make a tuck out of. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just put the Velcro on first. Do I just need one? I think maybe just one. It's not holding much, just the flippy floppy lid down, that's all. So let's put that bit kind of central. Oh, you've got to stick a sticky side down, you silly woman. Silly woman. One of the furry bits. Fold it over, stick it down. Put these away because they are like gold dust. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to make this into a flip. Now I don't want to put it on this side because that's adding bulk to here. So I'm going to put it over here. That's the thought behind that. And just glue on two sides. And put it towards the corner, but not right in the corner. That's lovely. And then what I thought I could stick in there was one of the, you know, the very last pieces of paper that you get that are 3x4s or whatever they are, and then right back of the pad. I thought I could stick one of those in there. So after all the 6x6s, you get these ones that are, I think they're 3x4. So I just need to decide which one I want to use. I'm so tempted to use that stripy one. Let's use the stripy one. I'm just going to cut it apart, just like a cut apart. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's going to look fine. That's going to be nice. It can move down and across once the glue's dry, but I don't want to get it stuck in the glue. So I'm going to round these corners, and I'm obligated to do it now at 10 mils to match the big journaling card. And I'm not backing it or anything. Neither am I putting paper in the envelope, because you know it's all about the bulk. But you could journal on there without a problem, or you could stick a photograph on there if you wished. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that in there, the right way up. Oh, I like that side better, so I'm going to use that side. So I can move that closer in when it's done. That I don't think I really need to do anything with. And I don't think I need to do anything with this either. I think that's all right. So here, now then, right, we've got this side pocket. So I need to think about that. So I'll see you in a second. Right, I've had a think, and I think that I'm going to use one of these entire collage strips, one of the red ones, and pop it down there. I think that's a really nice place for it, and it carries on that red theme. So that's going there for definite. You could, if you really wanted, make it into a belly band, slip something in behind it, but you know what we're doing, we're trying to keep the bulk down. Because I've got the whole other side to decorate and a little writing journal to put in, so where's halfway? Back there, back there, back there. Yep, I'd say that's all right. That's nice. I like that. Now then, for the pockets, I thought that I'd use 2 of the 6-inch pieces so we can use them up. I like that one. And there's a blue flowery one somewhere. That one. Yeah, I like that one. So let's chop those out. I'm going to chop them at the 6 inches, then see what I need, etc. So that's that one, and I like that one. Let's have that one. The old guy lives to fight another day. Is there no killing him? Obviously not. So these are going to be too wide, but let's just have a look by how much. So slide that one in, and we need to trim it about there. So I'll need to trim both of those about the same size. So if I can get them to stay together, I can trim them all at once. So that's about 4.5 I'm cutting that off at. Let's just try those. See what we think. That's upside down. Yeah, I think that's nice. It fills it up, and once we've got them backed, it'll give us enough journaling. So I'm going to back those round the corners and ink them, and I'll be back. Right, I think I'm all right. I've done those, I've backed them, I've inked round them, and what I'm thinking now is the 6 and the 1 that I had left from before, I've got the shadow bit, but I don't want it in this instance. I've just knocked them back a bit with some brown, some ground espresso, and I think I'll just put those in the top corners. And I'm using these numbers because I've got them, that's the only reason. And I'm going to stick them on first. Let's do that first then. So just in that top corner, like that, I think. Is that square? Squarish, enough for me. So there we are, and then the one and the other one. And it just introduces that little bit of red again. Just get this square before I stick it down. Get that square. I think so. Right, and what I thought I would do, I've got this faux aged sellotape that I made ages ago. In fact, I think I made it, I think you guys were there. And I've got some dark stuff, which is lovely. But I've also got this lighter one. And I just want a little bit, that's all. So I'm going to take this already little bit and tear it into smaller bits. I'm just going to put that over my number as if that's what's holding it on. I mean, it isn't because we've just glued it, but I don't think I need it that long. And just put that over there, like that. So it just looks like that's what's holding it on. So there we go. And that, I think, is all we need to do with that. Got a bit of sellotape stuck to my finger now. Come on. So let's pop those in, see what they look like. They look grand, I think. And they serve a really good purpose because they're good journaling cards. So that's that spread done. Then folding it over, we've got another side tuck. Need to think about that one. Right, I've been thinking. In fact, I've been doing. So I've come up with these two pieces of Timmy ephemera. I think they're in the latest kit, the palettes maybe even, I think so. So I'm just going to pop that one into there and this one into there. That goes in a bit further, that goes to there. And what I think I'll do is staple that there down this edge. So the card will go in all the way, but this will come out over the top. Yeah, like that idea. Let's have a look and see if I can find my stapler. Yeah, I know it's somewhere around. Oh my goodness. Phew, that took a bit of finding. Anyway, got it now. So about there, I think, is where I'm going to staple it. And I'm using staples. I could use glue, but I like staples. I like the look of them. They look sort of industrial. I'll probably get one in there. There we go. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. So that's gonna, the back card is gonna slide into that pocket, and this is gonna slide over the top like that. So that's nice, I like that. But this looked a little naked, so I stamped some Timmy stamps, but going down the way, and I thought that could go there. I used these ones. They are called Merchant CMS 331, and they're all numbers, but they are all slightly distressed. You don't get perfect prints with them. So if you want perfect prints, these are not your boys. But you do get 4 different sizes: the small, that one, and that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 sizes. And I do like them actually. So I've put it onto some card just in case I mucked it up putting it onto there, because of that I could not I couldn't bear it. So that's going to go up there. So let's glue that in place. And I might add some sellotape, some faux aged sellotape over it actually, just because I can. There we go. So that's nice and bold. That's a stays on ink. It's called Cherry Red. So it's not that really bright red. It's a cherry red, oddly enough. So I'm going to use a bit of this darker faux aged tape. I'm just going to put that across there, just like that. Just adds a bit of interest, and it looks like that's what's holding it on, which amuses me because it's not. So just, there we go. Right, so we made big steps today, big steps. So let's have a look and see what we did today. What did I have done? I think we've done that today. I think so. Which is nice. It's a nice, pleasing page, that. And that. Which way do these flip now? That flips that way, and then this flips that way, and we've got that done. Some numbers there. That big long collage strip which I like, and that comes over there. That's that page which we've just done. Then this comes over here like that. I can feel it starting to get bulky, but I think we're still all right. And that's got that big journaling card in, and we've still got this bit to do. So that's not so bad. And I think I'm going to swap out this twine. I can't swap out the central twine because it's glued into the book. And actually I'd be lucky if I could swap that out as well. I might could. But I'm going to swap this one for red twine, because there's a whole lot of red going on. So let's just take out the narrow twine. It's just hooked round the eyelets, so we should be okay, I think. I'll allow myself plenty, so I've got to tie a bow with it. So it goes in halfway like that. And then just through, just as simple as that. That looks better already. Looks much better already. So I think Mr. F's getting ready for a tip run, and I shall accompany him because there's loads to throw out. And it does feel like some 30 odd years since I had a cup of coffee actually. I don't drink tea, I only drink coffee. So let's see. Yeah, see, it's beginning to bulk a little bit, but we're still all right yet. So I'm just going to tie a bow in that. I'm going to try and tie a bow in that. There we are. I did it. Where's the other end of that? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm going to leave those ends like that for the time being. They might need some glue on. So yeah, I mean, we're beginning to just see a separation of these two, whereas prior to that they were actually overlapped. So yeah, let's put it together and see what it looks like at this stage. Oh, we're still all right yet. We're okay. We've still got room to play with. Mind you, I haven't done this side yet. So that's it for today, guys. I hope that you follow along if that's what you want to do, or do your own thing, whatever. And that you're at the decorating stage by now. And I'll see you next time. I won't be long and I'll be back again. Bye for now. Bye.